Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-52439. You know. 205-964-52439. You know.
Good afternoon to today's live. Title is How to Buy and Flip Houses Without Using Your Cash or Credit. I'm sorry, it's not a title. How to Buy Houses Without Using Banks is the title. My bad. All right, so again, How to Buy Houses Without Using Banks is the title that's going to fit into a couple of niches that I will happily explain later on here in this particular daily live. So make sure you share this, like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tap the little bell. Then you have to select all to receive notifications when we go live and when I upload new videos like the one I uploaded today. With a 19-year-old, $2 million wholesaling business, started when he was 16. You want to check it out for sure. I'll probably mention that again. We're live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. So we're here to answer your questions. Real quick, while we're waiting on people to load up here. I'm not sending out the text today because I already sent one out. Want to partner on me on some commercial, just text to word units to this number, 205-964-5243. If you're having trouble figuring out what's a great deal, what's a great wholesale deal for his houses, text the letters GD for great deal. GD for great deal. So what we got?
All right, the first statement is, I need help in Las Vegas, brand new to wholesaling.
Las Vegas. Well, you're in the right place. You're getting your help right now. Much like my man that I interviewed, Jacob Blank from Arizona, he took out 3 months to educate himself. Boom. It may not take you that long, but he took advantage of all the free content that's out there and educated himself on the process. So the help is there for you. Just got to take advantage of it.
All right. I don't have anything right now. Everybody on YouTube is just saying hello. Richard Williams from Facebook said Kingston, North Carolina in the house.
Kingston. We got a Kingston here in Birmingham. We getting here.
People naming their cities.
Cities, okay. Everybody.
Need help in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, you're in the right place. The help has begun.
Now, what was that?
It's so random.
That's a movie. Nah.
All right, somebody said, can I send you some deals?
Yeah, just text the numbers 5050 to the 205-964-5243, and that video will explain how all of that works with me.
Also, don't forget, if you want to join us live on the air, you got to have your camera and your mic turned on. Text the word Gator, that's GATOR, to the 205-964-5243 number, and you can get your own little personal help session right here in front of everybody. Don't be nervous. We're nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the first question on TikTok, what are we learning?
What are we learning?
Yes.
Okay, seems like we ought to get that on Kick. I guess just how the feeds just randomly feed you something. Yeah, and they're seeing something live. So welcome aboard. You know, what are you learning? You're learning how to make money. You're learning how to make money with real estate. You're learning how to do it without using your money, whether you have it or not. You're learning how to do it whether you have great credit or not. That's what we're talking about here. How to flip houses mainly without using your cash or credit. It's called wholesaling. We do this 3 times, well, technically 4 times a week. I have a YouTube channel, over 700 videos. That's 13 years of me spitting game. It's there for you to take advantage, and this is just a small part of it. So hopefully you'll stick around, and if you need the money, you don't. Hey, it's Ask Flip Man, same as the TikTok channel that they're on.
All right. So Jonathan Page from YouTube said, "What's the best way to build a cash buyer list in my area besides ListSource?"
I don't even use ListSource. You may have seen an older video of mine with that, but it's been years since I used that service. If you text the word buyers to the 205-964-5243, and that video will explain how to leverage real estate agents and their access to flippers to buy. I mean, that want to buy more properties. So text the word buyers, should be on the screen here once we remove your comment.
That one right there.
That.
Okay. Jasmine Lewis from Facebook said, "I need help." She's in Tallahassee, Florida. You're in the right place.
Well, yeah, you're in the right place, Jazz. I hope y'all don't think I'm being sarcastic when I say this, but like literally everything you need to know is right here. We've put a lot of work in to make that happen. So a lot of people over the years have taken advantage of that information, and I never even talked to them before. But everything you need to know is right here. The world is yours.
All right. Another question on Instagram. How do you feel about hiring a virtual assistant for my first deal?
Yeah, you can leverage that cheap labor is the best way to explain it. But what task are you going to have them doing? So you need to have a game plan on how you're going to leverage those labor hours to help you put your business together. You're going to use it for cold calling, text messaging, putting data together for you. What are you going to use them for? But to answer your question, that can be a very valuable asset / tool in your operation.
All right. How do you get over the nervousness of cold calling?
Wow, well, you're talking to the right person on that because, I think I said it yesterday or the day before. If that was the way I had to start, I may have never done a deal before because I would have gotten discouraged quickly. But it can be a very, very effective way of doing it. Now, what I know now that I probably wouldn't have thought about back then, we all know someone that can talk, that they don't mind talking to people. Rejection doesn't bother them. Someone saying no simply means to them, "Oh, you didn't understand what I just said, so I'm going to say this another way to you." They say no again. "Okay, you still didn't get it." And they're gonna do it again. So we all know people like that. Why not? And a lot of times those skills are not really being used. They're being used for foolishness. One of my best friends, that was him. And he didn't know he had that in it. He got an opportunity for the sales job just out of the blue, and it changed his financial situation forever. That was 20 years ago. 20-some years ago. Aaron out of college now. So, but anyway, so we all know, all I knew was it was just a clown that, he just was a clown and run his mouth when we was in college. But he's one of the best salespeople I know because normally, and sometimes it ain't used positively, but normally those individuals can convince people to believe what they believe. Right. But the main thing is that you present them an opportunity where they can cold call and you all make some money together. That's the main thing. You be the brains behind the operation, and they're the ones actually putting the work in as far as the cold calling, because it's a very inexpensive but can be a very effective way of generating leads.
All right. I got two ARV questions. The first one on Instagram.
Why that camera look good? Ooh. Yes.
All right. How can you calculate an ARV?
Can't believe we've been out there like that long as we was. The golly. But go ahead though.
Oh my God. All right. How can you calculate an ARV if there are absolutely no comps available?
Okay, so we had that question on yesterday. How can you calculate the ARV if there are no comps? Now, again, depending on what service or tool you're using, now they may automatically default like 20% plus or minus in any direction as far as the square footage of a house. And so sometimes a house may be a lot larger than what the normal size house is in that area, or sometimes they may be a lot smaller. So assuming that that's not the issue, and you don't have to make that adjustment with whatever service or tool you're using, if there are no comps, they're not going to be any buyers, period. There's no activity, and there's going to be a reason for that. So it may be the town and the population is too small. Some pockets, even in large cities, you can find some small pockets where there's no activity. So there's a reason for that. So it's going to be very difficult for you to wholesale the property. Now, if you have another exit strategy besides wholesaling, then the comps may not matter as much. But normally you still want to have an idea of what something is worth. So you'll have an idea if you know you have a deal or not. But if you don't have anything to compare it to, you don't know what to offer in reality. And that's one of the issues with lots and land. A lot of times there's nothing to compare it to. So you don't know if you have a good deal or not because there's not enough transactions. So.
All right. This one says, I'm new to wholesaling and learning a lot from you.
Thank you very much for joining us, Autumn 71. Am I saying that right?
Ottoman?
Okay,
Ottoman?
Okay.
Not sure, but thank you. Okay, this one's from Charles Ville. He said, my credit is shit. How should I start?
Oh, that won't matter. It could be an 850. It wouldn't matter. You've already started. That's why you're here. That's the definition of wholesaling. Your cash or credit won't matter. It's all about techniques, understanding how powerful a purchase and sales agreement is and how much control it can give you to allow you to get paid. It won't give you ownership, but it can give you some temporary say-so within a deal, which will allow you to get paid, and you can change your credit situation or your financial situation in general.
All right, this one came from Facebook. They said, hello, South Carolina in the house.
That's what's up.
Sharon Brown from Facebook said, I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, Gumptown. How to get started with wholesaling?
You're here, Sharon.
Right,
we got a lot of newbies today or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a good thing, Sharon. But you're here, so you're in the right place. Everything you need to know is right here on my YouTube channel. So you're on YouTube. When she's on Facebook, I'm on Facebook too. Join my Facebook group by texting the word group to the 205-964-5243 and join in. Over, I don't know how many in there, over 6,000 last time I checked, but I've been in that number for a minute. But anyway, so but it's all there. But the main content is on my YouTube channel.
All right, this one came from Autumn 71. They said, I'm curious to know why and how did you get started in this biz, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, how I got started, I'm an entrepreneur first. I like to think I was, but I was a failed entrepreneur up until I discovered, real estate or just real estate investing. A friend of mine and his now wife were going to school to become real estate agents. And the guy that normally taught the class wasn't there. So the guy that substituted for them that particular evening, he didn't talk about being a real estate agent. He talked about investing, being a real estate investor, and creative ways of investing in real estate with no money. His name was Don Williams. He's passed on now. And so my friend, knowing me from college, me trying to do a mobile car wash and what else I was doing back there, prepaid legal and some of the other MLMs, the network marketing. And no, that was after. That was after. So he knew I would be interested in what the guy had to say, but he couldn't explain it because that was his first time hearing about it. That was in October of 2002. I didn't act on it at that time. It just one of those things, just keep in the back of your mind. So I was at my mom's house a couple of days after Christmas, to be exact, December 27th, 2002. Was up early, waiting on her to prepare biscuits so I can have my serpent biscuits. Oh my God, Jesus. And watching an infomercial that I had seen over the years, Carlton Sheets, which he's passed on recently. And, I had already seen it over the years or whatever, but, all they don't know, hey, Carlton, help me make this much money. He helped me make this much money, but how did you make the money, right? So I caught it about halfway through the program. And so I went up the dial back. I don't know how, I guess infomercials still do this, but, I caught it on another channel and watched it from beginning to end. Again, I had already seen this over the years. And so at the end of that, I thought to myself, I can remember just like it was yesterday, he can't be lying about all of this. So back then, my mom didn't have internet. So I waited till I got back to Birmingham. I went to this message board that I used to frequent called ablake.net. I don't think it's a live site anymore, but it was an entrepreneur online message board. And I posed a question, does Carlton Sheets program work? And only one person replied. I wish I could find that individual. I feel like I owe them something. And I asked, and he said, yes, it does, but Ron LeGrand's course is better. So I Googled Ron LeGrand's name, had never heard of him before, and found his website. And he had a course package of different methods of creative real estate investing. I can't remember what the name of it was. Ron LeGrand? Yes. Ron? Trust me, if you just put in there Ron and L, it's going to pull up RONLEGRAND. Anyway, so at that time, his course was $1,500. That was a lot of money. Still a lot of money, but definitely was a lot of money back then to fork over at one time. I ain't have it anyway, it didn't matter. So what they had on the site was a condensed version of it for $69.99, $80 with shipping. I received that. This is how long it's been ago that it came in cassette tape form. And so Ron, if you ever looked at any of his stuff, he is very, very convincing on what how he presents things, right? And so he makes you feel like you're stupid if you're not doing it, right? So anyway, so I had made up in my mind, if I had to get a second job, I was going to save that money for that $1,500. So a couple of days later, I thought about eBay, and I did a search on Ron's name, and there were some auctions on that very course. It was called Quick Turn Real Estate. That was the name of the course package, Quick Turn Real Estate. And so I lost the auction, and back then, sellers on eBay could reach out to people that bid it through email. The guy reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to buy a bootleg version or a copy of this course? And I was like, yeah. And we finally settled on $400. And so something didn't get paid. It still was a sacrifice. Something did not get paid, I can assure you, with that $400. And that's $400 I've ever spent. I can't tell you how much money that $400 has produced for Tyrone Taylor, and many people have benefited from it. And so I bought the course. It had wholesaling, lease options, subject to, owner financing, which lease options subject to sort of owner financing, fix and flip, and a couple more things in there. I didn't know anything about real estate. I went from knowing zero about real estate than probably knowing more than most people walking around within a 3-week time. It took me that long to go through it, but I was listening to it. I already have a boring life. It ain't much changed since then. But when I wasn't working or with the girl I was dating at the time, I was listening to that. I was going to bed, falling asleep, listening to it, right? Or if I was going to work, did I have this? Yeah. So it was in CD. So I was always listening to it. So it didn't take me long to go through it all because I was spending every waking hours I wasn't working basically listening to it. And so it was so much information. I really didn't know what to do. So I know what people, when they say what to do or whatever, but I'm assuming they ain't even start watching video, but I had to watch all the stuff. So the two things that stuck to me, well, three things that stuck to me was wholesaling, lease options, and bandit signs. Why the bandit signs? We were talking about cold calling before. I had tried other businesses before where you had to go drum up business by either reaching out to people by phone or not literally knocking on their door. It's just not my personality. I suck at it, right? So bandit signs allowed me to be in a position where if I put the message out there saying we buy houses and someone called me, now I'm in my wheelhouse because I can talk to you what I know what I'm talking about because you want to sell, I want to buy. So that's why that bandit signs and why I preach it so much is because it simplifies the process. It doesn't say it still makes it easy, it simplifies it. So I paid for some signs. I bought some signs. A new Walmart had just opened, right? The one on John Hawkins Parkway, the one that people in Birmingham know what I'm talking about. It had just opened. You know how you have in Walmart, they have some stores in the front of it, like maybe a nail shop or eye center or, you know, stuff like that. So it was a sign shop that was in there. And so I bought 50 signs, paid $250 for them, drastically overpaid, but I didn't know any better. I had never done anything like that before. Another sacrifice, somebody else didn't get paid, I'm sure. I picked them up on a Friday, put them out on a Sunday morning. The very first two calls I received were deals. One of them was a lease option deal. One of them was a wholesale deal. I think I went through it all, but the lease option deal ended up blowing up in my face, closed the wholesale deal basically within 30 days after I put those signs out, made my first $2,500, and here we are. That was back in March of 2003. I was in March of 2003. Normally, I don't go through the whole thing like that. I could have went through the lease option thing, because that's a story in itself, the one that blew up in my face. But, you know, we're on a time limit here, so let's get it.
I got a feeling somebody else will ask. How did you start?
I will not go. Go back to about what I started at. Damn, that was 8 minutes. Okay. No, eyes rolling. What's the problem here? It started at 14 minutes in this video. So we need to do a video of that. So boom. Yeah, that needs to be a video in itself.
All right, this is on Instagram. How can I get a tax delinquent list?
One way you can use PropStream, Deregulator, aka PropStream, which is one of the tools that we use here every day, and you can access through my site, deregulator.com. Also, we'll train you on how to use that and to build that list and more lists. Just text the word time, but you need to be signed up for it through Deregulator. You sign up through another service, then you might need to go holler at them. But we'll train you on how to use it. So text the word time to the 205-964-5243. Another way of doing it, you simply go down to the courthouse, or it may be online, to access those lists through whatever county or counties you're targeting. So normally it's free information or whatever. Matter of fact, was looking at a property the other day. Man, that house came back with so many liens. I paid $300 to get a title search on it. He had so much stuff on there. It was ridiculous. That's the worst $300 I done wasted. You know, he owed the state taxes. He knows the internal revenue, $100,000. Oh my God. I was like, my man. Oh.
He realized it?
I don't think he cared. Really, I don't think he cared.
All right. This is on TikTok. What's the best ARV calculator you can use?
The best ARV calculator?
Yes.
Well, ARV is determining what the after repair value is, meaning what will the house appraise for in excellent condition. Now, if you're talking about a deal calculator, then you could text the letters GD to this number, 205-964-5243, and I'll explain how that works. Now, if you're trying to determine what the ARV is, you'll just text the letters ARV to the number also, and I break that down for you also.
All right, this is back on Instagram. I've learned a lot from your videos and others, implementing what I can on a small budget, but it's kind of hard, but making it happen. Oh, I think she was just making a statement. I thought she
Oh,
was
great.
asking a question.
Hey, stay strong. You say she?
Yes.
Stay strong, sister.
All right, somebody asked, would you comp one for me now?
We're not set up for that. We're not set up for that.
All right, we have another one on Instagram. Have you ever had a slow month wholesaling house?
Yes, yeah, that's gonna happen. You know, and again, what you comparing it to?
All right, let's see. I'll let you go ahead and go.
All right. Is Tallahassee, Florida a good place to wholesale?
Yeah, most definitely. That's a decent sized city.
All right, this one says, Aloha Footman and staff. Can you please tell me how to start? Like, which video do I start with? Please, I need to make income in 30 days. God bless you all.
I hate that type of pressure, baby girl.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like to give people that it's possible,
Mhm.
very possible, but yeah, that's tough. But the video you can watch that somewhat explains it all, but it's still, you need more than that,
Mhm.
right? But if you text the letters free, I'm sorry, that's the word. Text the word free to the 205-964-5243. It'll probably be like the second video. I think it's on the playlist. So the first video is the video that I uploaded today with Jacob. But the second one will be how it all works or whatever. So.
Okay, so this one is from Tycoon Estate from YouTube. They said, I want to flip houses on a regular basis, but I want to buy a house for myself. What is the easy way to do that?
Well, just from the statement, I'm assuming you may not currently have the resources to do so, to purchase your own house, but that's what wholesaling can provide for you and a lot more. If it's a lack of capital, but you may have the credit to do it, may not have the down payment needed, that'll fix that. And maybe you don't have the down payment or the credit, wholesaling will fix that or give you an opportunity to fix that. Because if you start making money, now you can sew up some of those issues you may have financially to put you in a position to purchase a home. But at the same time, while you're out there putting deals together, it's a strong possibility you'll find a house through trying to find a wholesale deal. And it may be a situation that you don't even need a bank, which is the topic of this particular episode. And I think I might go in and just leading into that. So, yeah, there we go. How to buy houses with no banks. Now, I was really talking about owner financing, and basically, you and the owner of a piece of real estate, whether it's a house, we're talking about houses, but it don't have to be houses. It could be commercial, it could be land or whatever. But you all have agreed not to include a bank, and they're going to act as the bank. Now, a lot of ways to do it, but I'm going to do it one of the simple ways. Assuming they don't owe anything on the property, it's a house. And I'll just give you a scenario. It may be someone that's renting from a property, renting from their landlord right now. Okay. And they may come to you. You may have been renting from 10 years or so, or whatever, 5 years, whatever. And they say, well, hey, Ty, man, you've been a great tenant. And I think I'm about to retire. My kids didn't want any of these houses that I have, so I'm going to have to sell it. And I could give you an opportunity to buy it, if you go ahead and just go to the bank and blah, 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 and, we'll sell on a price. And you say, well, Mr. Clarkston, I don't have the credit here. That's why I'm still here renting. I don't have the credit to purchase your property. Or I got a little money, and then it makes me say, well, you don't have any money, but I've always paid you on time. Would you consider you being the bank? And now we do some terms, we set a price, and I pay you on a monthly basis like I've been doing, but what's in it for you is you can still receive the cash flow that you receive from this property each month, but you get the landlording duties get removed from the situation. So now when the toilet is stopped up, which you know it often does, often does, I don't call you, I call a plumber, because now it's my house. You're just the lender. You just have a mortgage on the property. And so, and then you don't have to pay no capital gains tax on the sale of it. And so we say, well, that sounds good. What I said his name was? Oh, Tyrone, Ty. That sounds good. He said, well, what price we're going to sell it? So let's do this. I'm already paying you $1,000 a month. We know the house is probably worth $130,000 or $40,000. Why not just simplify? You know, we do know it needs a little work. You agree, right? And you say, yeah, I know. And he said, well, let's do that simplified. Why don't I pay you $1,000, 100 payments at $1,000 a month? So that's like 8.3 years, and that'll cover the entire $100,000. He said, well, I'm not going to get any interest on it. He said, I don't want to pay any. He said, well, that's fine. You've been a good tenant. Boom. That's the owner finance deal. Now, let's flip that to an investment situation, right? You have a ton of tired landlords out there already, but after this COVID thing, C word thing, there are even more tired landlords, because a lot of people were not paying rent, obviously because they didn't have the income to pay, but a lot of people were not paying rent even though their financial situation never changed. They just took advantage of the laws or the moratorium that they put into place. A lot of people took advantage of it and took advantage of landlords. And so now these are opportunities to basically offer the same thing that I just offered, where you're giving someone an opportunity to still receive cash flow off the property, but the landlord duties are being removed. So you'll set up those terms. It doesn't have to be what I just explained, but I'm just trying to simplify it, because a lot of times people are going to want some type of interest on it like you normally do with a bank, maybe 4 or 5%, 6% or whatever, based on 30 years, 15 years, or whatever you all negotiate. But whenever you're negotiating that, if you're going to negotiate it, if it's a situation where you're going to try to keep the property for yourself and turn it into an income producing or rental property yourself, the rental rates need to line up where you can cash flow on it. So using that example I used a moment ago, say you all agreed on $100,000 at $1,000 a month for 100 payments. Hopefully it's in a rental area where it's getting $1,500 or more, so you can cash flow $500, because all of that $500 is not going to be profit. So in reality, you might cash flow maybe $300 to $350 of that amount each month, which that's not a bad cash flow on a property, especially when you own it and you're taking advantage of the appreciation or whatever. So, and then again, it could be a situation where it's a house that you can actually buy. As I mentioned before, whoever asked that question, it may be an opportunity where you can negotiate a deal like that on a house that you actually want to live in. Whether you have the cash or credit or not, you may be able to get into the house for little or nothing by just putting an owner finance situation together. So hopefully now you can get into subject to lease options, land contracts. Those are other forms of owner financing, which you can definitely just do a YouTube search. But I just wanted to give you the simple method of how to buy a house with no banks. The owner becomes the bank. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. All right, this is on Instagram. Do you have any connections / mentoring in Northern California area that can physically walk someone through the first wholesale deal?
I don't know anyone that would do that, definitely not for free. But I don't know anyone that could help you with that. Guys, I know we all want to have someone that you can tap into questions there, but don't let that be the excuse why you're not moving forward. Huh? If the information is free, okay, we all want that. If the information is free, You have to do what you have. That's going to separate the people that's going to succeed in business anyway. If that's what we would call a hurdle, but it's definitely a hurdle you should be able to jump. Yeah, we would all like to have someone we can just call and talk to as much as we want to ask them questions or whatever, but that normally doesn't exist unless you're willing to pay for it. Yeah, well, they want to talk to somebody, though. That's what they're saying. They want to talk to somebody. They don't, and if you don't know, the information is out here for free. So don't let that be an excuse why you're not moving forward. I after all of that info, when I explained a moment ago how I got started, all of that information, it was pretty thorough, but I still had tons of questions. But I didn't let that stop me. And all the resources you all have now, that wasn't available when I started. The internet was around, and there's some content out there, but not like it is now. So there's really no excuse if somebody really wants to do this. As far as the information, they still might not be able to do it because everything ain't for everybody, period, or whatever. But the information can't be that's not your excuse. The knowledge is can't be your excuse. Maybe something else, but it can't be the knowledge.
All right, this is on TikTok. What is the best list to pull on PropStream, in your opinion?
The best list? I don't know if there's a best list, because it's just going to depend on your market. What's your end game? I can make some suggestions. We're in the equity game for the most part, so you probably want to start with high equity or free and clear, because if there's no equity in a property for the purposes of wholesaling, there's probably not going to be a deal there. So you're going to start there. Now, what zip codes you target, whether it's vacant or occupied, I really don't care either or. I prefer it to be vacant, but it's not a deal breaker that is not. Whether it's absentee owner or non-owner occupied, I think I said that. Definitely off market, dealing with individuals, owned for at least a year, if possible. So, but yeah, but if you text the word text to the phone number 205-964-5243, then that video, even though it's about text messaging, in the beginning of it, I'll show you how to build a list.
All right. I'm not sure how to pronounce this person's name, but they said, tell Flip Man you're right. I guess the whole spiel of saying, don't let it stop you.
Yeah, I want a mentor. We all want that. Jessica and I trying to do something, sort of, I don't know, well, it really ain't this, but it's not this. We're trying to do like a little hustle, me and her, whatever. They offer mentorship, but there's a cost to it. You know what I'm saying? And it is significant. I don't think we'll need it because I sort of already, know a little bit about what we're doing, whatever. But I would pay for it if I didn't sort of already know. But again, if I didn't have the money to do it, guess what we would do? We're gonna research our butts off, right? We're gonna take advantage of this great invention. It's called the internet. That's the reason we're here right now. So don't let I don't have a mentor. Oh my God, yeah, we all like that, but most time that costs. If you ain't got no money, then just get that out your mind. You know what I'm saying?
You're your own mentor.
Yeah, you're your own mentor. The best experiences are going to come from you making the mistakes. We don't want to make mistakes, but that's going to happen. That's going to be more valuable than anything that I can teach you from you getting out there doing it now. Now, what I don't like people to do, or don't recommend you do, that you haven't put the time in to educate yourself. You just hear you need a contract, you need to go find a vacant house, and you in the game. No, there's more to it than that.
All right, this one is from Adrian Rivas on Facebook. He said, thanks to you, I closed my first deal in San Antonio. It took me a whole year of follow-up, $7K. Thanks, Flipman.
Man, now that's what I'm talking about, Adrian. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Someone asked how much is your coaching, but I know you gonna answer that. So
Just text me. I don't like to put those prices out there because that stuff changes all the time.
okay, this one is from Richard Williams on Facebook. He said, "Hey Footman, I've been wholesaling for about 2 years, but they are really clowning me on Facebook Marketplace about a deal I posted, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, bricked foundation, 0.65 acres of land included. It's trashed out, needs a roof, and a new sheetrock for ceiling. Contacted for 23.5K, asking for 26. The ARV is that. Some of the marketplace crowd says to just take it down.
I would just take it down if they tripping like that, because what'll happen is they'll keep reporting you, and then Facebook, they'll be you'll be the loser. You're not just trying to feed your family, and people be tripping. Just take it down. Just take that one down or whatever, or get someone else to post it, maybe change the numbers on it or whatever. But I would just take it down.
You can always still like record and put the video on YouTube or post it in other places.
It just get so much exposure there though on that Facebook Marketplace though. So
all right, Autumn said,
well, the haters are real, boy. Oh my God, Jesus!
They say you're not a failed entrepreneur. You had to find your niche, and you did. Because when you was telling your story, you said you was a failed entrepreneur.
Up until that point. I wasn't giving up, but up until that point,
The ground was shaking.
Hey, when I see people, I know y'all see them having the mobile car wash, especially out on the east side. They be everywhere.
Yeah.
On
My
Saturdays.
boyfriend do that.
Hey, I was doing that in 1995. I had a baby blue van. I paid $700 with allegedly with some student loan money. Bought the pressure washer from this place over in Ensley. Hey, bought me. I think my man had the water tank. It was 50 gallons, 100 gallons. I forget. Gallon water tank, might have been 100 gallon water tank. Had it strapped down in the van. Hey, was in the game. That spring of '95. October rolled around. I think it was either the week before class or right after.
Cold as hell outside.
Got cold. It woke up about 45 degrees one morning. I said, I can't do this.
I know. My boyfriend just said that because he said now that he had to use the hot water.
Oh, how you do that?
You can't do that with the glass. You can't put hot water on.
Well, I don't know. I guess it had to be cold. I mean, warm or something.
You know, birthday.
I don't know. I know they did it, so.
How they get the water hot?
You know, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
When he washed my car, I'm in the house.
Oh, okay.
They know what they're doing, though. Yeah. Okay, somebody laughing at you. They said Mama's biscuits.
Oh, my God. Oh.
No, Mama biscuits.
That's the person that watched mine.
Oh.
Okay, they asked, what state are you located in? We are in Alabama.
Birmingham,
if you
Alabama.
Can't hear it from all these accents. This one's from Jorge. He said, "Is it possible to buy rental with no money down?"
Yeah, that's what I just explained. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, somebody said Black Excellence and is.
I don't know.
This one says, "Thank you to all of you for helping us. God bless you all." This one's from Life with Cool on YouTube. He said, "How much is Dealulator subscription?"
Well, it's Dealulator Prop Stream. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to, but it's a 5-day free trial, and then it's $97 a month, right? So, but again, if you want to go through Dealulator and you can get free training from us, just text the word "time" to the 205-964-5243 with some Alaga or cane patch syrup. What Oh, that's right, you did. No. Yeah, some Alaga or cane. Don't probably give you diabetes, but or whatever. Some Alaga or cane patch, preferably Alaga. When you pour it out, boy, it just look dang. Damn, ain't your mama pour out like water? Oh, you tripping, man. They changed that to mama, didn't they?
They did.
The whole bottle, what they turned it into?
I bet she's not gonna sell us well.
I bet you want to.
I think they might have changed her name.
Oh, it's still shaped like the.
I think they changed her name.
Google that. Somebody Google that. What to change the answer, mom? But I ain't like that service too watery. It's good for pancakes. It's okay for
I was gonna
pancakes.
say it's good to me.
It's okay for pancakes. It ain't good for biscuits. It's too
You
thin.
supposed to put jelly on biscuit.
No. This is what you do with your biscuits.
People
This is what you do with your biscuits.
The biscuits is eaten just like that.
You put your biscuits. That's too dry. You pour the syrup in the plate, and then you put your biscuits on top so the bottom can seep in the syrup. Oh,
Your biscuits
sweet.
salty.
That is draw. Right, I'm talking about literally. Well, my mama ain't able to do that kind of stuff now. But anyway, literally standing over the stove waiting on the biscuits come out. You know what I'm saying? About it's been this year. Me and her tried to do it. You know, she was just sitting while they came out all right. You know, I still messed them up. Anyway, guess when
It's
Lien
always
is a good
better when
place.
you're younger, though.
That's gonna be the end of that for you, boy. It's already the end of it for me. Huh?
I said it's always better when you're younger and then you get older and it's like maybe tastes differently.
It tastes the same to me.
You said it was all right.
What? I did it.
Oh.
She didn't really do it. I was doing it. She was just telling me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it still didn't come out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not going to be like that. You got to do it several times. It ain't magic.
Yeah. But I thought at first standing over me, they would have came out. You know, they were okay, but it wasn't what she wanted. Anyway, I digress. So.
All right, back to Instagram. I'm sure you probably gonna know what they mean. They say any cold callers you recommend. So I'm guessing maybe
Cold calling services?
that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I know one I can really just recommend yet. I'm working on that.
Somebody do know something about hot water, portable hot water pressure pump. Very expensive.
Oh, okay. So the pressure water. I mean the pressure. What am I trying to say?
We don't know.
No. The pressure washer. The pressure washer. So it turns it into hot water. Is that what they're saying?
I don't know.
They just said portable hot water pressure pump. Very expensive.
Okay.
But they told when it's ice on the window, they tell you not to pour hot water.
Yes, because
But it don't be no. Y'all know we live in Alabama. It don't be no damn ice on the
They
window.
probably
It ain't
ain't
that
they not
cold.
washing when it's frost on the windows
Yeah,
anyway.
It's not that
It's
cold.
just like now. It's too cold to be out there. It's 50 something, but that water cold as hell.
Yeah,
right
coming out
now.
that thing.
Yeah. That water's cold right now if you're out there. And when I pull up to the car wash, and my guys be out there, I just feel so bad. But make sure you get, you know what I'm saying? Huh? No. I ain't finna. I'm not finna pay them and go out there and help them too. Golly, Ken. Oh, I was 20 something then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, the car wash I go, they've been having trouble keeping employees. You never know when you can get a full wash or not. You know what I'm saying? Because they may not have enough staff up there.
Talking about up in Vestavia?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said they should get
Sure. All right. This one's from Jacqueline from Facebook. She said, she said, hi, Mr. Flipman. What is the best time and days to cold call? Don't get off until after 4 p.m. and should calls be made on Saturday and Sunday?
Well, what I've been told by so-called industry experts in that realm, 4:30 to 6:30 is the prime times, Tuesday through Thursday, Monday through Saturday, really no Sundays. Now you can call all times because people have all types of different schedules, but generally speaking, I think the masses are available between 4:30 and 6:30. They say Tuesday through Thursday are the best days. Not saying not to do the other times. I'm just saying those are the premium times. So.
All right. Indira Deha or Deja. I don't know if I'm getting y'all names wrong. I'm sorry. But from YouTube, she said, greetings, fam. Indy, Ohio. She said, thanks for that study advice. So many experts say go do it when they don't know what they don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must study.
Yeah.
This one's from I Am Michael. He said, hi, Footman, it's Mike. I closed a JV for 12 and a half last month, and I'm about to close one for 7.5K this month. Thanks for the help, and everyone keep going. Just started last year and sold 4 houses this year, 2 multis.
Hey, that's what's up. Sound like somebody gonna have a
Congratulations.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, here, the
Yes,
gift's going
sir.
on.
That's what's up.
Okay, this one also said go Bama Roll Tide Road 205 Beham. I think y'all my cousins for sure.
But technically, I'm not an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I'm a wager, and they're very good to bet on normally. So
Lord.
I don't really have a team. I have the situation.
All right. So our friend Brianna said, what have you
Bree,
learned?
what's up, Bree?
She said, what have you learned about yourself being in this business? Good question.
What have I learned about myself being in this business? I'm very well, I sort of already knew that, but it's like magnified. I'm not the most organized individual. So that's a negative thing. I guess a positive would be I even though I don't really like the sales part of it, in a sense, I really not like we selling anything, but I think I'm okay with building rapport with people or whatever, and that's just more just who I am, and people that raised me or whatever. So so that's a plus. So that somewhat magnifies, I think, in this thing, in this business. So I don't know how no other way to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Likes attract likes in that situation. So I like think them good people around me. I'm good to them. They good to me. Yeah.
We good people.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Yes.
All right. We're back on Instagram. Is Airbnb still viable options for making passive income using rental?
I can only assume so. People will start to move around. I don't know if it's back to normal, but it's probably pretty close. As far as travel, I know the airports I've been in. And I know they probably are doing less flights, but those planes be full. It wasn't really this weekend, but
Oh.
What?
What you talking about?
Flying. I'm just saying people traveling, so they normally need an Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You was throwing me off.
Yeah.
I was like, did I ask the question?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying now. Okay.
Should we have a Christmas tree? Somebody asked me that.
I said that. I said we didn't have one in the front.
Oh, okay. Well, then we can make that happen then.
We're gonna put some gifts on it.
It could be
we can put some-
Christmas party, like a fake box.
Yeah, we can invite some children up here. We can do some.
We're gonna have a Christmas. He said, like some children.
We're gonna invite some children up here.
So they know we're gonna be free in Alabama.
Some children.
We are gonna invite some children.
That's what he
He
said.
said children, not children.
Yeah, we'll do something for real.
Children. He said some children. All right. And Dear said, when I was sent to Alabama at 11, I didn't know biscuits, sorghum, apple butter, but I learned that plate pour first is magic. What you was talking about? Pouring the syrup on first.
Oh yeah, and sitting the biscuits on top.
Hallelujah.
Oh my God, you.
I feel the Lord.
You got to have the right type of. What's the waste?
Because you're gonna put more syrup than you need for the biscuit on the plate.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be
And
more.
what the problem with that is?
Yeah, what? Okay.
Waste.
So you don't have more ketchup spilling all over the place? You lick up all the ketchup on the plate? What's the difference? Huh? You got spaghetti sauce? You lick up all the sauce? It's the same thing.
Y'all put ranch on your spaghetti?
No.
I'm
wait
just
a minute
asking
now.
because people do that.
Okay, yeah, no. Ranch go on a lot of things, but no.
People be doing that.
That
Now,
white
if we
white on
having-
white. I don't know
If
about
we're
that.
having salad and spaghetti and the ranch so happen to get on a few noodles, I don't be upset.
Well, no,
about
that
it.
ain't gonna. I ain't gonna trip about
not
that.
mad
but
about
you know,
that.
but nah. You know.
Okay, man, I told on myself.
Nah, ain't nothing better than ranch.
Good job.
Ain't nothing better than some ranch and some French fries now.
Now that's right. That's true.
And some hot sauce.
That's true.
Two cups.
That's true.
Ranch dip. Hot sauce dip. Ah.
Yeah. Okay, this one said, Flip Man, please do another TikTok challenge. We did that last year. He was the one who won.
That didn't work. That didn't work out for me. That didn't work out like that.
It wasn't great. You got to start somewhere.
You got to come up with something better than that because it didn't work out.
Okay.
Now, if it was a way that I could actually, now some smart people out there, much smarter than I am. If there was a way for me to determine, like I say, if you do this, if you like it, share it, what's the other you could do? Comment.
Mhm.
If you like, share, and comment, and then you can prove, then we could have a contest. But I don't know how you can track that. Unless some, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you can track that. So yeah, I would love to do something if that was the case. Whenever I did a post or something on TikTok and we did that. But what I had people to do last year was doing some duets. But that didn't work out. It didn't give me the bang that I was looking for.
I want to say he's the one who won.
It was a number of people. You know, I left it open.
if they participated.
Yeah, if they participated, I gave them something.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Brianna said, "Hey y'all. This was from BNR 2 Millionaire. She said, or they said, hey Todd, it's Ty Ty. I have a quick question and hello to the staff. Just want to say I really enjoy you guys' video and the content you guys provide. My question is, what is your opinion on using Craigslist to practice on cold calling and possibly get a deal?
well, now those are going to already be advertised property, so that's a little more difficult, but it could give you some really good practice. Now, well, it gives you some practice, but it's still not going to be like live bullets when the property is not listed and you calling someone out of the blue. On Craigslist, as the property is for sale, they're going to be so receptive that you've reached out to them. Versus if you call someone and their property is not actively for sale, that's going to be a different conversation. You know, that opening statement is what's key. So a lot of ways to go about it. A simple way is that, hi, my name is Ty. I'm calling to speak to the owner about buying their property at 123 Main Street. Do I have the right person? So that's a straight out cold call where the property is not for sale anywhere. So.
All right, someone on TikTok asks, is it stressful to wholesale?
Well, it's just stressful just being in business, period. You know, wholesaling is not unique to it. You know, it's a very simple business, not confusing simple with easy or easy with simple. But yeah, you know, stress, you know, you'll be all right. You know, eat right, stay away from them biscuits and syrup. You know, you'll be okay.
All right.
Like I do.
All right, back on Instagram. I think they're just joining. What's the topic for tonight?
The topic was how to buy houses with no banks. I think I started at about 27 minutes. If you go to the YouTube version of this, the replay version of this, you can check me out around the 27-minute mark, I think. Am I right? 27-minute mark on this. So.
All right, this one is from Deborah K337 on YouTube. They said, if a wholesaler feels more comfortable with transitional funding, be a good idea.
If a wholesaler feels more comfortable with transitional funding, I've never used it before. I've never had a need to use it. The seller and I have agreed on the price. So I'm assuming that works for them, which I was told on TikTok that what they say we're swindling screwing people out of their houses. How am I screwing someone out of their house? We agreed on a price. Mm-hmm. Huh? Screw means they didn't get anything.
Right.
My definition of it, they agreed on a price.
Right.
You don't know what these people's situation is. It's been a mutually beneficial. Normally, when I'm sitting at the closing table, everybody happy. Everybody. The seller, the buyer, the closing attorney, the title company, And you know who else is happy? A lady. Well,
It's giving me they really don't know what they talking about.
yeah. Oh, they definitely don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy. It's just, yeah. Yeah. Just because someone is selling a house at a discount doesn't mean that you actually got a great deal all the time. Because in most cases, a lot of these situations, our house needs repairs. Who knows what that number is in reality? Because you send 3 contractors out to a property, they're going to come back with 3 different numbers. And I ain't got to sit up here and argue about that. Trust me, Tyrone Taylor not losing a drop of sleep on me thinking about how to screw somebody out some money. Everybody got what we're agreeing. They called, they got countries where, how they want to get down. They got countries that let, be more susceptible to that. Trust me. Ain't nobody stopping. We ain't taking some people in, but definitely ain't keeping you from leaving.
Okay, next. This one's from Brianna. She said, how do you feel about failed listing leads?
Well, failed listing leads, or AKA expired leads, are basically leads that didn't sell using a real estate agent for whatever reason. So building a list of that type may be a pretty good list to build, because you do know at some point they wanted to sell. Now, they may have changed their mind or whatever, but most of them probably still want to sell, and it's a good list to target, because a lot of times properties don't sell because the agent influenced them to sell at a price that they probably shouldn't have been trying to sell at anyway, because of whatever situation is with the house, normally the condition. Because the agent, the more it sells for, the more they make or whatever. So a lot of times they may be in la land on a price or whatever. But in this market, it's so hot or whatever in most markets that they may can get away with a little more than that in some areas versus others. So, but yeah, failed listings are a good list to target, to answer the question, Brianna.
All right, we got one on TikTok. What do you think about digital wholesaling?
I guess you mean virtual wholesaling. That's the only thing they could really mean. It can be lucrative. I'm assuming maybe define. Maybe I'm wrong. Define that. I never heard that term. I never heard it used that way before.
All right. This is another question on TikTok. What states do you do business in?
Oh, we're open to do states anywhere. Text us at text the numbers 5050 to 205-964-5243. Let's get it.
All right, this is on Instagram. Which list do you recommend first, a seller's list or a buyer's list?
Wow, I used to be all in on buyers because that's how I was trained, because I feel that's the harder part of the deal. But my mind has been changed on that, especially after meeting Jamil and his outfit. The largest operation out there that I'm aware of. They built a strong buyers list and started working with other wholesalers to feed those buyers. So you could, that's the way to do this with no money, is to build a buyers list. It can only be 4, 5, 6, 7 strong buyers in a particular area. And then just target other wholesalers, and you all partner up. You provide the buyer, they provide the deal. So, but both work, to answer the question.
All right. Is it good to own anything in your name?
Well, technically no, just from my understanding of it. So.
All right. Hold on. Indira said that if we do the Christmas tree thing, we should invite kids, and Flipman needs a game to give them. You can do like flip tees, baby flip business cards. Yeah, for the kids.
Man, I get them from kids, they're gonna be so mad.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You ain't getting out no toys, they be so mad. Hey, you can do that. You can do that on top of, but you got to have some toys, because, you know what I'm saying? They may pick that up later on.
These new kids don't like it.
Yeah, oh my, they be hot. They just buy like buying a child some clothes for Christmas. It'd be like, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do with this? You gonna wear it? Oh boy, that's funny.
Okay. I know earlier you were talking about whether this was stressful.
She said
stressful
being broke.
being broke, and is.
It is.
Okay, I'd rather do that.
But are you happy? As long as you're happy, you can be broke happy.
I know that's right.
You can be sad with money. Trust me.
I can cry in the house.
Hey, done both. So yeah, it's all about being happy. At the end of the day, it's all about being happy. Whether you got X amount of money or don't have X amount of money, are you happy? That's matter of fact. Let's throw another layer on that. If you have your health, and especially the people you care about have their health, everything else is a bonus, period, in my opinion.
Period. All right, this one is from Kyle Brown from YouTube. He said, when is the next comp show coming? I just need to know if I lost this deal myself or a seller and not ready to sell, asking for 255K. Zillow has it at 225K.
Now, I don't know if Zillow is right, but if it's even anything close to that, right? The seller is so far in la la land that it's not a deal. You know, if they're asking 255 and Zillow is saying 225, again, Zillow may be wrong, but normally it's wrong on the other end. It's Zillow is saying it's worth more than what it is. It's rare that, I ain't gonna say it's rare, it's more than less likely that Zillow is underpricing it. Normally they're overpricing it. And if they want 255 and Zillow is saying 225, you're so far from it being a deal. So far from it being a deal.
All right, this one says, Ty, who pays for the title search?
Well, normally you transfer. Who pays for the title search? Normally your buyer pays all closing costs, which includes the title search, but it's negotiable. Sometimes you'll have buyers say, I'm only going to pay 50% of closing. And then you have some buyers say, hey, I'm giving you the price you want. I'm not paying any closing. So now it's a decision to make. If the closing is $1,500, the closing cost is $1,500, but you're about to pick up a $15,000 check, I'm not going to allow $1,500 from preventing me from getting $13,500. See that quick math?
Okay, math derby. You was in the math derby as a child?
No, I can only add and subtract.
Oh.
Once you get beyond that, trouble.
Okay.
Add money, subtract. That's all you need to know. You got to divide, multiply, none of that. Hey, we got calculators for it, man. It's a great invention.
All right.
And they got them on your phone now.
Praise him. This one said, what's the best tools to virtually wholesale in any state?
Well, a tool like PropStream and Batch Leads is great. If you text the word text to the 205-964-5243, the word text, TEXT, that video sort of meshes both of those together along with the skip tracing. Also, you may want to have a dialer. If you text me, I'll a phone dialer that dials multiple numbers, so it makes it a lot easier to cold call. You text me on that, I'll send you the link for that also.
Okay, let's see.
We've been rocking.
Someone said, what? We spending Christmas at Flips?
Come on down, bring gifts. Gifts are accepted.
Okay.
Well, when somebody buy me something for Christmas, I'll be so happy. You know that?
I don't know why.
I'm so happy because they thought about me. I don't care what it is.
What's your cash?
I like house shoes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, boy, nothing like you get a new pair and they still got the cushion in them.
Yeah.
Your weight ain't pushed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't flat no more.
They ain't
I know
flat,
what you're talking about.
Like you just feel like you just.
I like making stuff.
Oh, I take that too.
My favorite gifts to open are the small ones because I know it's probably jewelry or diamonds or something. Small boxes are my favorite.
I eat out every day, so I'll take gift certificate. Don't matter where. Trust me. If it's free, They got some on the million Tyrone eat.
He finna go get fries though.
Hey,
$30
if I had
worth
my
of
own
French
restaurant,
fries.
if I had my own restaurant, what's my tagline would be? What would my tagline
Always
be?
fresh fries.
Always fresh
You
fries.
should have said that on
It
here.
could it could be a Japanese sushi place. It's gonna say always fresh fries.
All right. She said, y'all miss my Monopoly, cash flow, Legos, new shoes, and cameras. I bought Hot Wheels, folding first camera at 7, snapping ever since. Don't underestimate kids. Teach them they'll spot homes and
All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We be having jokes. We wasn't.
Yeah, we
weren't
just
clowning
tripping.
your
We just tripping.
comment. I'm sorry.
They're like, you're more the kids.
Oh yeah, you got to teach them. You know what I'm saying?
When is the next comp show?
Oh, I don't know. I have to hopefully this weekend, Jamil, I can hook up. Hopefully.
All right. They said, can you say the text number again?
Huh? No, I can. Here it is. I got it. Shit. They trying to be funny with your boy. Look at that. I fell for it. Hey, I failed, but y'all got jokes. Y'all got JOKs.
All right. This is on Instagram. Do you have all of these in your wholesale course? So I'm
What?
guessing you're talking.
What? All of what?
Hmm.
They probably mean all of these, all the cash.
I'm not sure.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
trying
no.
to wait till they respond.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm not sure.
All right. This one says, what is your opinion on tax delinquent and tax lien properties? Also, have you ever done one?
Well, I've done them just out of consequence. It's not like I really see. Well, when people are talking about tax lien type, a lot of times they're talking about a gain of some type of control or ownership. Really not my thing. If I'm going to target tax lien properties, I look at them as being potentially a motivated seller's list. If they're not paying the taxes on the property, what's the issue? If they're not paying the taxes on the property, what's the issue? So there may be some motivation there for them to sell the property cheap. That's how I target tax liens or tax certificates or whatever property. So.
All right. This one says a guy just called 5 minutes ago about a double wide trailer and says he wants to get rid of it for no money because he just bought a new house. He says he still owes on it though. Please read the next. It's a 2800 Autumn Lake Drive, Louisville, Kentucky. If you don't mind helping me. Oh, we're not doing comps right now. He said he may do it
On that
Sunday.
mobile home, just to give them a little advice on it,
Yeah.
does it have to be moved or is the land coming with it? So that's going to make the difference in probably how good of a deal it is. How much does he owe? You know, what's the square footage of it, meaning the size of it, the beds and baths. Again, it's really going to factor in, does it have to be moved or not? If it has to be moved, the move may be worth more than, may cost you more than what it's worth. If it doesn't have to be moved, then you might have something depending on how much he owes first and obviously what he's willing to sell it for. So, and the condition of it matters too. So.
All right, this is a good question. It's from Brianna. She said, what does your daily routine consist of?
If I don't wake up in the middle of the night, I will normally get here at 8 something. Normally I'm here, I guess Oksana here sometimes when I get here, but so I'll just lock up in my little hole back there and start checking emails, following up.
All day.
So when the girls get here, you know, they do whatever they're going to do and they ask, you know, say, hey, you need to do this, need to do that or whatever. So if we need to go see a house, we'll do that. Sometimes I'll go do that before I come. Well, a lot of times I do that before I come. And so got any chance of making some money, going to pick up a check, we'll go do that. So, and it's all about lead generation. So I'll have the Facebook ads going, the bandit signs, got a cold caller, got a text messenger, got a couple of them going into a couple of cities. So, you know, I feel like I'm never catching up. That's what I really feel like. It's just constant. She was asking me this morning, like, you know, I'm never start working. I tell my mama, she said, when you be off, I said, I'm never off, mama. I mean, mother, I won't call it that, mother. I'm always working in my mind. It's sort of like a curse and a gift in the same time because you, especially when I spend some money, especially if it's significant, what I consider a significant amount of money, and especially if it ain't on me, I'm already trying to figure how I'm gonna get this money back. I'm gonna get this money back on this foolishness I just spent this money on. So, but that's basically it. So get here 8. Normally I don't leave till 6 or 7 most days or whatever. So.
All right, this one's from Ethan Mims. He says, I have a killer JV deal. I just need a buyer. It's in Fultondale. Oh, what is that? Do you have any help?
I think he may have reached out to me on that already. I think I told him the price. Well, it may not be the same person. Just text me 205-964-5243. Text the address, the price, and we'll figure out the ARV on it and see if there's an opportunity. Yeah, that's not far from here.
Okay. This one says, do you have a good VA resource?
Nothing I can just recommend at the moment. Let me just say that. I'm working on that. Just stay tuned.
Okay, this is a good question. They kind of get in your business a little bit, though. They said daily routine equals, do you pray, give thanks, exercise, read something? Do you really just go straight to the office? Y'all try to read him a little bit.
Well, I really don't like to put too much. I'll say a few things about maybe my mom or something like that, just joking or whatever. But I know she be watching and stuff. So I try to be poking her. But I don't like to sort of get in my personal stuff, but I'll answer some of this. So what's the question?
So do you wake up and pray, give thanks, exercise, read something? Do you really just go straight to the office?
Well,
He also used the restroom.
Right, he get up, brush his teeth.
He leave it out a couple of things.
So like.
They may be trying to figure out what made you successful, so they're trying to implement some things.
Well, define success, you know what I'm saying? That's success is, I don't like that word, because that's relative to the individual. Huh? Well, yeah. So let me just tell you about me. I'm a very boring person. I know I say that a lot, but you really don't know. So I don't desire a lot of things. I like to think I have a certain level of humility because I've had some really bad times in my life financially. Health-wise, I've been pretty good outside of the C19 last year. Most of the stuff that I get myself into is just like with most of us, it's self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? So when things go bad, normally it's because Tyrone have put himself in that position for them to go bad. So other than that, generally speaking, I really don't have a lot of stress in that sense. Things don't always go like I want by no means. Again, I'm just thinking about it. Most of the time, when things don't go, it's because they were. Huh?
So in the morning, do you get up and write? Do you journal? Do you?
Well, okay. They talking about that part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what. I ain't know what they was. I don't know. Shit. I'm continuously like I said, me and Jessica are working on something. I already sort of knew about what we're working on, but now, and so I consume a lot of YouTube stuff. Some of it's foolishness, right? You got to have a balance, I think. But I'm always trying to learn stuff that's a lot of it's not real estate related. Because like people will say, well, if you're making all this money doing deals or whatever, why you sell courses and all this stuff? So my response to that, they say you're supposed to have multiple streams of income. Number one, and a better way of me explaining that is if someone was going to pay you, I'm just going to use a simple number here that most people relate to. If someone was going to pay you $1,000 every time you spelled your name, would you do it?
So you get up and watch YouTube videos.
I'll tell you exactly what I do every morning. Okay.
Keep you on track.
Okay, I'm out. You see, now you simplified it. Okay, now you got to it. Sometimes I don't, you know what I'm saying? I have to be led to the water sometimes. So this is what I do every morning before I come here. I'm going to get up. I normally don't like to leave home without a shower, whether I took one the night before or not. It's getting real personal. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Where my thing at? I got one of these at home. I'm gonna put my iPad. Oh, here it is. Put my iPad in it. Find me some on YouTube. Sometimes it's foolishness.
So who do you watch for inspiration?
Oh, I'm a huge Gary Vee fan. I watch Gary Vee a lot. A lot of the, huh?
Do you do juicing? Do you dance?
No. I don't eat breakfast. Y'all know I don't do what am I trying to say? I don't really eat breakfast. Y'all know it's rare that we eat before 1 o'clock or whatever. Now they may have eaten, but I'm just saying me. But obviously I'm eating. Y'all can see that I'm eating. So
a couple more YouTubes.
well, I was going to say I was going to go the other direction. That ain't inspirational. But probably, okay, so I watched Gary Vee. I've been really researching crypto. I've been investing in a lot of that. So NFTs. So one guy named Bento Boy, another guy named PRNY, I think it is. I think that's his handle. Who else I watch? I watched the CNBC business channel on YouTube. They just have a lot of interesting facts on like why Amazon hasn't struggled during the shipping crisis like someone else, or why Microsoft became a big company, or why this company failed, or so stuff like that. I watch that. I'm not a reader, so I like to listen and I can retain the information. Where some people like to read. A lot of people over the years say, "Well, do you have this way in written form?" No, because I'm not a reader, so I'm not going to produce content that way or whatever. So I can't, but let me just say this. If that was the only way I could get something that I wanted, I'll read it. If that was the only option. So people that are readers, they'll see my information. I just can't get it because I'm a reader. Well, then you need to write notes and then go back and read it. That was my nephew gave me his reason for not being able to get this. And especially he can deal directly with me on a level that most people can't. Or whatever. I said, well, you don't really want it then. Right? So, and so, did I answer the question?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, no, golly. I think we need to end on that. That was some hot garbage I just went through. See, I don't have to be inspired. I don't like listening to motivational speakers. Now Gary Vee comes off as a motivational speaker. I listen to Gary to hear things that I don't know about the tech world, that he's privy to, that most of us are not privy to. And a lot of times he'll say things, and because he may think you already may know it, you may not know it. You'll hear a term. Same thing with me, I guess. You'll hear a term. It's like, what does that mean? So then I'm gonna go Google it or YouTube search it, and then I'll dive deeper into it. But he's very motivational, and a lot of things he say, don't get me wrong, it can give you a different way of seeing things. But I don't need motivational speakers like Tony Robbins and people like that. Well, you're not saying anything. How can I make some money, man? I don't need to know that if I think this way, 7 ways to this and that. No, how can I make some money? That's what I need to hear. I don't need to be motivated. Them bills motivate Tyrone. I don't need to be motivated. I need to know how. I need to know how. Not saying the people that need that. I'm just talking about me. I need to know how. Get to it. Let's get it. What else, Jessica?
Okay, I only have a few more.
Now you know that sent me off.
I know you went off on a little tangent. Okay, so this one says, when will Renikia be back?
She was only gone a week.
So
Next week.
so
Well,
tomorrow.
we had Thanksgiving, and then but we all were out Thanksgiving, so she'll be back tomorrow.
Should be
I think.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
she'll be
good.
tomorrow.
I like when y'all be on. Okay, what's your criteria for purchasing single family houses other than off market?
What's the criteria of purchase? Oh, needs to be a great deal, dealing directly with the owner, have it under contract and off market. Let's get it. Send it over.
Okay, this one's from Lonnie. They said I'm a firefighter. Is wholesaling realistic for my job? If so, would you say skip tracing and cold calling works best for beginners?
If you can do the cold calling, it's so inexpensive and it's something you can start today. So yes.
Okay, this one's from Indira. They said, love Gary V. Join the family. He texts us great words and greeting a few times a week, then training new projects. Okay.
Why do you think I have a phone number on some of my shirts? I get that from him. Now I didn't know he was using this service. I didn't know he used the same service I was using. Let me say, I didn't know the service that he was using. I probably found out maybe a year later after he started using it. But he's the one that inspired me to get on TikTok. Like he's been preaching for the last 2 or 3 years. So I knew to get on TikTok probably 2 years ago and looked at it. I said, this is stupid. And so, but he was saying, you got to consume it. So once you consume TikTok, right, you be like, oh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you will spend hours because it's just going to continuously feed you what you like. Because most social media does that, but it does it on steroids. So I tried to tell some of my counterparts, or not counterparts, but fellow people that, I guess we're in the same realm or whatever. They didn't listen to me. They sort of laughed at me, but now they're all trying to do it. That was over a year ago. Almost 2 years now or whatever. So I was trying to tell them, hey, but I didn't listen to him when he said to do it 2 years ago. So I looked at it, but I didn't follow up on it. So I didn't get it.
All right, last one, and then we just have 2 comments. This one says, is cold calling from your cell phone not effective?
Man, you have to do what you got. What resources you have available to you. Now there are some third-party services out there like Vumber.com. Vumber with a V as in Victor instead of number with an N. That makes it a lot more easier to do and track. It's really not set up for that, but it's better than calling from your phone. Because now you can record the conversations, you can forward call, text, everything, so it's just easier to manage, and plus your number is just not out there like that. So,
all right,
but if your phone is the only thing you can afford and have, that's what you need to go with.
Right. Yeah. This one says, this is the only organized online Q&A I have ever seen. Amongst the many I have seen, the ladies helping you off camera are priceless. Bless all of you.
Oh wow, Marvin! Now that's what's up, man. Yeah, they make this so easy. It sort of just developed into this. So we, put some time into it. We finally got the lighting right, baby. Woo-woo. But like he on TV. This is Ty from NBC News.
All right, this is on Instagram. What's the best way to market for properties in rural areas?
Man, that's tough. That's tough. What's your end game? You want to hold some of those properties because it's going to be hard to wholesale them. If you're trying to market to them, you still can use some of the same methods: cold calling, text messaging. It's going to be the list is going to be very small in a lot of cases. So what's your end game? Because it's going to be very difficult to wholesale. There's just not a lot of cash buyers looking for properties in most rural areas. Not all, but most. Man, we've been rolling, man. I don't know if we went this long. So, hey, guys, we've been rolling hard here. I did release the new video. You want to check that out. Just text the word free to the number. You should be able to get a link back. You can access that video today. Just text the word free to 205-964-5243. Remember, you want to partner with me on some commercial targeted self-storage. Text the word units to the number. You don't know what a great deal is, which is probably one of the biggest hurdles for most newbies. Figuring out what a great deal is, just text the letters GD to the number. You want to sign up for PropStream and get free training on it, sign up through dealerator.com and we'll do that with you. 30-minute free training on how to use it to make some money. If you didn't get your questions answered, make sure you post them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos, and I answer those on a daily basis. That's the best way to get free advice from me, is simply posting your questions on YouTube. And then, because Instagram, it makes it difficult, especially all the spam. Anybody got a solution for that, please? We're all ears. It's just terrible.
Yes.
I guess that's it. So tomorrow it'll be the 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern live with Renika, Adrian, myself, I think. And we'll be here to answer your questions as we're doing right now also. So I hope everyone had a great time with us. We had a little fun, had some foolishness there, talked about some biscuits and
Ranch on
me in the
spaghetti.
bathroom, all kind of stuff. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
This video will also go into replay mode on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. So like he said, if you didn't get your question answered, because I had a few coming in at the end, you can go on there and comment. Okay, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know 205-964